is KCAL News, Los Angeles.
Breaking news at 5, police in riot gear swarm UC Irvine facing off with protesters after weeks of tension on campus. Good evening, and thank you for joining us on KCAL News at 5 on CBS Los Angeles. I'm Pat Harvey.
And I'm Chauncey Glover. We're also streaming live on CBS News Los Angeles.
Well, let's get right to KCAL News reporter Michele Gile. She is live at UC Irvine tonight. Michele, what are you seeing?
The skirmish line behind me keeps moving closer and closer to the protesters' encampment. We're giving you a really good look at it right now. This has been going on for about the last half hour or so. Dozens and dozens of sheriff's deputies and police officers were staged in a parking lot near the physical sciences lecture hall. That's where the encampment is. But then about 4:30 or so, they started moving closer and closer. Every few minutes or so, they make steps forward. The question is what will happen when they really get right nose to nose with these protesters. We don't have any answers at this point. We're wondering whether arrests will commence. I'm going to have Tim swing over to the left here, Tim Kimball. They're moving closer over here. Now, what happened today, just to take you back, around 1:30, the protest group announced they welcomed members of the community to show up here on campus along with students, and they said that there was going to be a big event. And in essence, what they wanted to say to everyone is that the suspensions that are being handed down allegedly by the university, they very much are against that, and they insist that the university divest from any association or companies with Israel. So this encampment has been here since the end of April, and today it seems to have come to a head, and you're watching it now live. Around 3 o'clock today, 2:30, 3 o'clock, there was a mutual aid call, and that's what brought all of this law enforcement here to campus. Right here to my right, the Physical Sciences Lecture Hall, there were a few students on the second floor, and they were announcing that they had locked the doors and, in essence, taken it over. Again, repeating these demands that I had just shared with you. So now what we're wondering, Pat and Chauncey, is what exactly will happen next? What move will this group of law enforcement officers make? Are they going to make arrests? We just don't know. There are barricades around this quad here, this encampment with all of the tents like we've seen on all of the other campuses, UCLA and SC, just to name a few. So we're wondering whether these officers are here to make arrests, whether they're here to dismantle this encampment. These are questions that at this point we can't answer. I tried, of course, to get a word with one of the UC Irvine police officers here, and he just couldn't say anything at the present time.
If they're going to talk to anybody, it's going to be you, Michele Gile. I'm going to ask you this question. Did you say that you could see buses around the campus? And the reason I ask you that is, if you remember at UCLA, they had buses not far away from the campus because they knew they were going to make a number of arrests. I mean, to carry those that were arrested to the station and book them or what have you.
I have not seen that, Pat. UC Irvine covers acres and acres. It's a big, big campus. When we drove in, I saw all kinds of law enforcement officers in a few different parking lots, but I did not see buses or any sort of transportation that would take all of these dozens and dozens of protesters away. I should tell you here, you can see law enforcement literally crawling through the bushes to get to this blockade part of the encampment right next to the Physical Sciences Lecture Hall. They're doing whatever they can to create a circle around the encampment, doing whatever they have to do to get closer and closer to the protesters. So you're seeing that happen now. There are a few of the protesters still up on that second floor. As we said, they had announced a bit ago that they had locked the doors of the physical sciences lecture hall, and I saw them bringing trash cans, and they've tied some ropes and strings up on the staircases with cardboard and different things to make it more difficult for anyone to climb the stairs. I should also mention the one thing that I was able to get from the campus, UCI, a short time ago is the fact that classes have been canceled now tonight, which probably is obvious after looking at this. You know, there are lots of people, in addition to the protesters here, a lot of students who are recording all of this on their cell phones, and members of the community. So now they're moving closer and closer, and it looks like they're starting to go over the plastic barricades that the protesters had surrounding the encampment and the tents. But we haven't seen any kind of okay, yeah, they're stepping on these plastic barricades and the wood pallets to kind of make their way closer. But we haven't seen any arrests at this point. We haven't, there's been no violence. I've been here at UCI a couple of times since this encampment was built at the end of April, and it's been very quiet and peaceful here. Really a much different scene than the other universities, but things are now certainly heating up, and the officers are tearing apart the pallets and the barricades so they can get closer. So the question is, where are they going to move these protesters? Are they pushing them back further into the encampment? Don't know. We're watching it with you.
You know, it's really, it's such a synchronized effort. I'm sure you'd say, Michele, as we watch them just kind of move closer to the encampment and to the protesters, just watching them move ever so slowly across the grass to get to where they feel they need to be. It's really, you know, almost like an intimidation effort, if you will, because they're not backing away, they're getting closer to them.
Yeah, they march together in a line in unison, and every few minutes they move in one big block, and it is you know, a sight to see, and there are lines and lines of them. And when we look back to the parking lot, there are dozens more officers in the parking lot who haven't even made their way into this general area where the encampment is. So what you're seeing here is just I would say maybe a third of the law enforcement that's present here on the campus.
And Michele, I see all the folks there with their cell phones out that you were talking about, the protesters and the students out there. How are they responding to this massive police response that's happening right now as we see them move closer and closer to this encampment?
We have, it's almost like an audience off to the side near the Susan and Henry Samueli Science and Engineering building. If you look on every floor and on the roof, there are lines of staff and teachers who are watching this happen. They have a bird's eye view. It's a 5 or 6 story building. As for the protesters, they're you know, recording on their phones every move that law enforcement and the media and everyone makes, and they have been shouting through bullhorns all afternoon, "This is a peaceful protest, this is a peaceful protest." And it has been peaceful, but they are trying to keep law enforcement away from them, and right now it is not working because the officers are dismantling the barricades, the plastic fencing that they have up, and these pallets, the wooden pallets. They're you know, removing whatever they can, chairs, and you can see, okay, they're lifting some of these pop-up tents to get them all out of the way so they can get a better look, because this is a fairly large quad, and it's filled with tents and everything else that these folks have been using for the past several weeks. And yeah, police are definitely dismantling all of this. They're ripping the the pop-ups and trying to get them out of the way so they can make their way in.
Well, you know what's interesting and a good point so far, Michelle, we haven't seen really any violence between officers and the protesters themselves. It's one thing, of course, to drag away equipment, if you will, but at the same time, we're glad we haven't seen anything like that occur, and hopefully it will stay that way.
Yeah, when I look at the officers and at the protesters, I guess they're as relaxed, I should say, as you could be in a situation like this. I'm not seeing batons raised, or all the law enforcement has the less lethal the bullets, the rubber bullets and all that. None of that has come out. They are holding their batons, of course, but as far as the protesters are concerned, they've got a phone in one hand and a bullhorn in the other in some cases. So on the right-hand side here near the Physical Sciences Lecture Hall, there's a group of protesters with bike helmets on and gas masks or breathing masks, and they're just kind of linked arm in arm, and they've got umbrellas in front of them to again impede the progress of the police, but all that'll probably be taken away soon because they are, as I said, moving these pop-up tents to get them out of the way so they can try and get closer.
Okay, well, Michelle, we're going to let you get back to work and get to your sources. We're going to go to Sworn News here, but of course we'll be going back to you throughout this newscast. That's our Michele Gile reporting live. And we are covering the UC Irvine standoff as it unfolds throughout the evening here on KCAL News on CBS Los Angeles. We'll bring you the latest all night long.